The marketing of million-dollar properties in the Susquehanna Valley can be a bit more complicated than your average home, like this house on Glencoe Road in Lewisburg and this cabin along Route 235 north of Troxelville.
It is a bit challenging because the pool of buyers is obviously much smaller than the median home sale price. We don't have an abundance of million-dollar listings, but we have enough because of the nature of some of the employers in our area.
It's not just every day that you have buyers coming in spending $2 or $3 million on a property, you know. So I usually kind of use the TP analogy. You know, down here 100 to 200,000, there's tons of buyers. You get up to 400 or 500,000, there's less. You get up to $1 million, there's less. $1.5 million. So when you start getting up into 2 or 3 million range, there's just probably more or less a handful of buyers you're dealing with rather than 25 different buyers, you know.
We're in a market right now where the higher end home sales are much slower than they have traditionally been. So it's taking a little bit longer sometimes to get those homes sold. A lot of what happens in our high end market depends on sort of what's going on with those area employers. That has a big impact on people coming and going and who's purchasing in that price range.
A lot of prospective buyers may not realize, you know, all the background and the preparation to market something like this, and there's certainly a lot here. There's just a ton here. I don't know of another property like it in Snyder County. There may be one, but I don't know one.
It's not only the home, but also factors like the community or land surrounding the property that can influence potential buyers.
Lewisburg is a great place to live. The community itself is wonderful. I think a college town comes into play quite a bit because it brings a lot more to the community, whether it be restaurants, retail, services, that kind of thing. I think there's just more to do. You know, the community here really embraces Bucknell and goes to Bucknell basketball games, you know, football tailgates, things like that. So I mean, that plays a big role in why somebody would choose Lewisburg, I think.
You want buyers that love hunting, recreation, that type of stuff, whether it's ATV, hunting in some shape or form. Then somebody also that can utilize this many square feet, wants a cabin, wants something, but it could easily be a full-time residence too, somebody that wants to live here.
There are a number of new tools for realtors to use to market these homes with.
Often use professional photographers, we'll use 3D Matterport video, sometimes drone video if there's a significant amount of acreage. Sometimes you need to think outside the box a little bit. When I list a horse farm, you know, I advertise in the Lancaster Farmer because, you know, people don't know that there's a horse farm here, you know, that kind of thing. So
one thing we're doing here, we're doing target marketing on Facebook, trying to get into New York City, Baltimore, Harrisburg State College, Washington, D.C., some of the surrounding cities that potentially might have buyers, you know, qualified for this type of property. I would say another thing we do, which is standard for a lot of our properties, is we target the land websites a lot, you know, Lands of America, farmandland.com, landwatch.com.